We are here in Yorktown and we are just putting the final touches on this swimming pool backyard, and I can't wait to show you what the final pictures look like at the end of this video. But this space is really coming together. We still have a fence to do, we're still doing a little bit of landscaping, but you're gonna get the idea of what we're looking at right now. So right here where Nelson and Donnie are right now, we're planting these trees right here, and the idea is that from the pool over here, that there's going to be some screening from the neighbors here. Neighbors are great, there's no problem with the neighbors, but if you're in your backyard, you don't always want your neighbors just being able to look straight in there. So these are green giant arborvitae, and they get about 35 or so feet tall and about 15 foot wide. So they're going to fill in this space really nice. Just kind of like you see, these are cryptomeria back here. Those are green giants on this side. So we're gonna have some good privacy, and it's gonna feel like an open backyard without being too closed in, but still gonna have the privacy. So what we're doing right now is we're just finishing up this last little bit of walkway right here. So there's gonna be a walkway that this aggregate is just gonna extend right onto our patio deck. We had to leave it open because they were still doing some plumbing on the pool, but that is now done. We're adding our walkway. So you can see we got about 1,200 square feet of pavers for our paver deck here. Really cool space. Really turned out well. So we had River Pools install the pool, and they did a concrete coping. And you see, we just kind of did like some interesting designs, and we did some different textures. We just wanted this thing to pop and have some really cool colors. So you see, like this has like that, the pool is actually gray, but because of the water in here, it really has like a Caribbean kind of look and feel. So we really wanted that little blue to kind of come through, and then accented by the gray, and then kind of switch to more of the warmer tones, which the house already has on it. So really going for an interest of colors and textures, and just wanted something that would really pop and make you feel like, hey, this is where I need to jump in, this is where I need to get in, this is what's going on. So we got a water wall here, and really the purpose of this is so that the kids can kind of come out, get up on there, and then jump into the pool. Just wanted something that allows them to get just a little bit more elevation. And I tell you, during the summer, this is the exact exit that everybody takes. Everybody comes, swims over here, hops up, comes here, and jumps in. So it's just a really cool piece of interest, and gets the pool very interactive. So beyond the pool and the pavers and everything there's a few other things that we've done here to kind of make this space feel special. So they have a hot tub, and you see the hot tub is actually a little bit taller than most, and we had all of our stuff set up here at that height. We're actually adding another course of block here so that hot tub looks just a little bit more built in and has a little bit more of a finished look on it right now. So we're having to take those caps off and reset it. And you see we have these steps kind of along the bottom. So the idea is here you can kind of step on that step and hop yourself into the hot tub. We really wanted it to have a nice finished look, a nice appearance, and so that there's not just a hot tub just sitting out there all by itself, just hanging out. It's not as cool. So all of this that you see, believe it or not, is phase one, because in the phase two, you'll see this area right here is going to be left a little bit open, and there's actually going to be a patio that kind of extends and then connects over to here, and we're going to build a massive outdoor kitchen in this area here. We've already got our sleeves in place, we've already got a lot of our plumbing to where it needs to be, so that when phase two starts, we're able just to pop it in. So a lot of times on these bigger projects, you know, we break them into smaller phases so that they can get everything they want in the future, but we're making sure that we're not going to have to tear up anything as we go along when we come back for phase two. So we just added the fire pit right here, so you can see we've got this built on top of an Antica. So this is a really cool paver. You can kind of see it's got a bunch of different sizes in there. It's got some grays, it's got some tans. Really complements well what's going on around the pool deck. But we wanted something just different so that you know, hey, when you cross this line right here, you're in the fire pit area. It's a special place. It's where things can happen. It's where conversations can start. We just wanted something really cool. So you can see in here, we've got a Brio smokeless insert. It's already been used a couple times before it got put in here. And so what this does is it pulls all the exhaust right in through here, and it kind of vents it back out of these vents right here. And it really actually does do a really good job. It's not completely smokeless, but it's a lot less smoke that comes out of that fire pit when that is burning and doing well. And then for our landscaping, wanted to make this feel very warm and welcoming. So we've got a little dwarf magnolia right here. This will only get about 20 feet tall, but it's going to be a nice accent, have some great blooms, some awesome fragrance. Nice thing about the magnolias is when their leaves are falling, they don't just waft right into the pool, so that's going to be a nice accent. So that'll get about 20 feet tall. Right back here, we've got some limelight hydrangeas, which are going to get about 8 foot tall and really fill out that. Then we have our boxwood hedge, and I've got the nepeta right here along the edge. Eventually the nepeta is going to have to go because these boxwood are going to get 4x4. So those will get just a little bit higher than the weir and the stone block that we've got here, but they'll get high enough that you'll be able to see them from up on the deck. And then we're gonna have those hydrangeas sticking up behind that. What you can see going on right here is when we put the pool in, there's a lot of irrigation in this backyard. This whole backyard was irrigated. We're having to change it all around. So we're getting ready to finish up our irrigation, and then we'll grade and hide all that. And then you can see we're mulching. We left some of the existing landscaping in here. In this spot right here, we're gonna add the grill that's right here right now. It's just gonna kind of get moved over to here. And then that swing set that you see is gonna come and be tucked back into this corner in a little bit of the shade in the morning, so they can kind of just sit here, contemplate, hang out. Beyond that, there are a lot of lights in this space. So you can see there's lights on trees, lights on these trees back here, lights on our walls there, lights welcoming you into the space, lights on our water wall right here. And the idea with these lights is we don't want something that's going to be so bright and in your face that you're kind of like, oh my goodness, that's so bright. We want something that kind of adds to the ambiance of the space and really kind of makes it a little more homey and a little bit more warm. And so by adding lights in a lot of different places and uplighting trees, you don't need a lot of direct light like spotlights and things like that to be out in the yard and feel like you're kind of in a cool space. That ambient light usually is enough to where you can have a conversation with somebody around a fire pit, you can kind of hang out, and you don't have to have like a spotlight or a flashlight. You don't have to have either of the extremes. That's one of the important things with those lights. So you can see like this magnolia right here is going to have lights on it. This group of trees right here is going to have lights on it. There's path lights. There's a lot of lights that are just going to make this space feel really warm. And of course, the pool has a lot of color changing lights and a lot of cool features in it as well. But really just wanted to show you guys how cool this space is. It's going to be a really unique and fun spot for them. There are many, many summers of fun for them and their family.